Make sure you choose the correct legendary weapon when purchasing them in Elden Ring, unless you decide to pursue the Legendary Armaments award, in which case you must locate every single one of the 9. But if you can get your hands on even one of these weapons, the game might get a little bit simpler for you. Even though there are quite a few legendary weapons available, it is commonly known that not all of them were made equally. Even the best weapons in the game are not all that legendary. Others, however, might even qualify as game-breaking. It all depends on your preferred style of play and the weapon you select. Like the opponent you must defeat to obtain it, Maria's Executioner's sword may not appear to be as potent as any of the Colossus weapons, but this common greatsword should never be taken lightly. Even though most players find killing Elimir of the Briar to be a major challenge, it is absolutely worthwhile to engage in that battle. When this is the payoff, with just one strike of this weapon, you'll find yourself dealing a sizable amount of damage per hit and activating the lethal skill Eochaid's Dancing Blade. When you use that talent, the enemy is knocked down and dealt a ton of damage as your weapon spins violently into them. The Golden Order Greatsword is a relatively minor improvement over earlier legendary weapons, but it is a lot of fun to use in combat, thanks to its potentially fatal design. However, this is the weapon for you if you enjoy using holy attacks and prefer a little magic in your melee. Its holy attacks are powerful, and using the weapon only demands a small amount of strength, dexterity, and faith. Compared to earlier weapons, the damage output is significantly higher, and possession is not too difficult. It is worthwhile to try. Elden Ring contains quite a few potent weapons, but the Bolt of Gransax simply towers over the majority of them. This spear is the only one you need to be looking for if you enjoy using them, because it is far superior than any other spear of its sort, particularly considering the ancient lightning spear talent it possesses, which bestows the strength and damage of a wrathful dragon. This weapon-specific talent coats the Bolt of Gransax in a dragon's red lightning, allowing you to hurl it at opponents. It looks fantastic, deals enormous damage, and can be charged up to increase its potency. This weapon is simply amazing. Many From Software fans will certainly note the Dark Moon Greatsword's significant rise in potency as it reappears in Elden Ring. After all, if you apply that skill correctly, it can completely change the game. When you use the Moonlight Greatsword talent, your sword becomes illuminated by the moon, increasing your magic damage and slowing or even freezing your adversaries if you're lucky. This ability can also be charged to unleash some charged assaults on the poor hindered foe. If you can get your hands on it, it's a very effective weapon that is well worth utilizing. The Sword of Night and Flame is regarded as the game's ideal weapon. It's important to note that your build will determine how well this will or will not work for you. But even if it doesn't, this is still an overpowered weapon that borders on being broken. Due to the damage it deals and the talent it boasts, this weapon is used by the majority of speedrunners and helps them defeat the bosses as swiftly as possible. You can cast a Night Comet sorcery while in the Night and Flame stance, which deals enormous damage and even moves targets out of your path. Ideal for crowd management or practically any conflict you encounter.